Hi! So today we're going to do another website review, and this one is going to be for LV Book Design, which is my friend Lynn's project. She's a graphic designer and she works with novelists and independent authors who want great looking book covers for their independently published or however else they're published books. So I'm going to take a peek at her website, and we're going to mostly focus on some ideas that she could take to better tweak some of her content to get her ideal customer of that independent author and writer to her website and have them discover what she does and have the perfect pairing so that she can get more clients and design more books. So let's get started. So these are some samples of how a book cover might look if she designed it. She's got a lot of different types of genres and sample designs. So one thing that I noticed is she, on her blog, has some interviews with some indie authors who are the types of people that she would want to be booking her as a client so that she could design their books. But one thing that I noticed is that in these interviews, they've got pictures of some of these authors' books. And what I'm curious about, and what I think might end up misleading people if it's not the case, is are these book covers here? And are these book covers that Lynn designed? Are they book covers that somebody else designed? Because if I'm on your website as a book cover designer, my assumption would be that maybe you design these book covers. Now, I'm not sure if that's the case, but if it's not the case, then I think that you could potentially confuse and mislead some people who are reading this who might otherwise want to book you. So they might come to you and say, oh, I thought that you designed that cover. So you might either want to remove those sample book covers from these interviews, or maybe make a caption or something to say that this is their book cover, but you didn't design this, and then maybe somehow link it back around to the samples of the book covers that you could design or that you did design. So that's one of the first things that I noticed. And then also, so you've got free resources to help you write your novel, right? Let me click through to this. You've got some free downloads that you created for writers. Your first one that I see was created in January, so it's all about setting goals for your writing for the new year. And you've got this great graphic that would perform well on Pinterest. It's very optimized for Pinterest, right? It's a tall vertical graphic with some text. But the thing that I'm thinking might work better for you at this point in your business is you are making it so that somebody has to do a content upgrade or they have to opt in to get this information. But I don't really have any other information from you. I think I love an opt-in offer. I love a content upgrade where somebody can get some free download or free information if they give you their email address and they get on your list, right? They want to write a novel in 2016, free workbook to help you get started. The problem with this particular way that you have this set up is that all of the good stuff is you have to give you your email address in order to get it, right? So what I would love to see is more information for free for your ideal customer, those writers, those indie authors, more information for free in the blog post itself, and then an additional piece of information that they have to opt in and give you their email address in order to get that extra thing. So, because if I'm just discovering you from the first time, maybe I see this image on Pinterest, right? I don't know whether I can trust you. People, they can be a little careful with their email addresses. So I need to know that you're not just going to start sending me spam. I need to know that this is going to be useful. So maybe create some helpful information with some tips about how to write a novel in this actual blog post itself. And then it also comes with a free workbook that I can then opt in to get if I give you my email address. But I want to get something first to make sure that I should be able to trust you with my email address, to make sure that it's useful and that's worth my time, right? But I think that this is a great starting point. Like I said, these images would work great on Pinterest. I'm going to click over to Pinterest. You can see that there's a lot of similar types of content over here. This what you need to set up your novel ending and your opening scene. This has been pinned over 8,000 times. 5 tips to help you write a novel in a month. This has been repinned over 5,000 times. There's a lot of similar information out there, so I think you're in the right track. I love this idea of creating information and then creating pinnable images that will have the potential to go viral on Pinterest and then drive traffic back to your website. I just want more information on your website itself once they get there, with the tips for writers. And then once they've got some information, they know you can trust you, then also offer that free workbook or that free upgrade. So I think you just kind of skipped a little bit of a step in the middle that would help gain the trust and gain the credibility from your ideal audience. So that's the thing that I would have you work on with your content, is just beefing out the content and offering a little bit more for free to gain trust and credibility. Ready to learn more about how to get more traffic to your website and make more online sales? Check out my course, DIY SEO for e-commerce. It's an e-commerce intro to search engine optimization for artists, makers, and badass creatives. It's only $49. You get lifetime access, and it includes 10 short videos plus some bonus materials that walk you through all of the basics of search engine optimization, and I make it really easy and specific to you. So it's very easy to follow, and you're going to learn a ton, and you're going to have lifetime access. You can also ask me follow-up questions via a comment system inside of the course. So I hope you'll check it out. You can find it at badasscreatives.com.